Finally today, I'm in the study. We're calling it the study. Right now it's just a collection of chairs. There's a chair we just got. We got two matching rocking chairs today. And then you can see the chairs sort of over my shoulder. There's like four uh just regular kitchen chairs. And we got these chairs behind me, these guys here, because Ryan and I have been talking about what this study is going to look like. And it's been harder than I thought it was going to make decisions about what we want the inside of this house to look like, because it can basically be anything. And I'm having trouble with this because generally when I make decisions, I make them so that I have the most opportunity in the future. I have a really hard time closing a door, basically. So I will say, okay, what decision can I make that allows me to make another decision in the future when I have more information? Because I don't like to commit to something only to find out later that I didn't have all the information and then I actually should have made a different decision or I feel differently because I have this new information. But with the house, or with maybe not with the house, but in making decisions from a design point of view, they are permanent decisions for the most part. We're gonna put into the study here, we're gonna take out the closet that you can see behind me, and we're gonna put in like built-in bookshelves. And I'm currently sitting at a desk that we have, but we're gonna make the desk part of the wall with built-in bookshelves. It's gonna go around a window that's in front of me here. And those are very permanent decisions. I mean, they can be taken out and changed, absolutely, but it would be expensive and it would take a lot of work. And it's one of those things that we better make sure we want before we do it, because it's not just a afternoon project kind of thing. Now we're talking about, putting into the ceiling like a coffered ceiling. I don't even know how to say that. It's like COFFERED, maybe. It's those things. It's like beams along the ceiling. You can't see that hand. Like beams along the ceiling. Basically like big squares on the ceiling. But there's been a lot of things in the owning this house that we've had to make a lot of decisions, or we've looked at things really differently. Like even today, we had picture frames that we've had forever, and we went to hang them on the wall. But this time, instead of just hanging them, Ryan actually took one of them apart and glued it and nailed it back together because it had been kind of coming apart. And it's that sense of permanence that we're talking about now that has been really hard. It's actually been really hard, and I am not totally sure why. It shouldn't be that hard. I guess because most of my life I've just made decisions and always thought they weren't permanent. Like I've never really lived in one place for very long. I mean, after I became an adult, I lived in the same house growing up for a really long time. But after I became an adult, like I lived in Okotoks for a couple of years, and then I went to Victoria for a couple of years, then I went back to Calgary for a couple of years, and now I'm here in Ottawa and it's been a couple of years. And I just get really antsy, I guess, or like, okay, it's time to move on, it's time to do something else. And so this idea of really truly putting down roots has been a little bit scary, and making decisions that are effectively closing doors. Although as I'm saying that, it feels like maybe this is a mindset issue and that maybe I'm not closing a door so much as just creating a life. I don't know. I'm spiraling now. Do you understand what I'm saying? Does this happen to you too when you're making decisions or you're, I guess, changing like pretty significant life changes? I thought, oh, buying a house would be the same as renting, but now I'm paying a mortgage instead. Like it's the same thing, but I just have a bit more responsibility. Like I have to mow the lawn. Like no big deal. But there's been a lot of other stuff, like this idea of permanence and making decisions and trying to design things and taking on projects that Ryan and I don't normally take on together, and just sort of trying to figure all that stuff out. So I don't know if that's sort of a universal feeling or just me. It can't be just me. There's like a gabillion people in the world. That's the technical number for it. There has to be other people that feel this way. But let me know. Let me know if this is like, do you get what I'm saying? I'm just sort of out to lunch. Yeah. I hope you have an excellent Thanksgiving if Thanksgiving is a thing that you celebrate. And if not, I hope you're just doing well in general. I'll see you tomorrow.